Are you still here? Okay. So before inviting the last band from tonight on the stage, again I want to express my gratitude to all the people and companies that supported our festival, and especially for you, for the audience, that you pay the ticket to support us and to support the artists. So hats off for the audience that is here, and applause yourself. Tomorrow we will have another special evening with 3 bands, Agusa and Siena Root from Sweden, and in the end ORK, that is a super group that will end the festival. Some days ago, but I did this every year, I said that I will stop with this festival because it's too much work, too much energy, and we are getting older. But seeing you here and seeing the energy that is on the stage and in the audience, I think I'll change my mind, and we'll change our mind, and we hope to have also next edition of Top T, and to go further to the 40th edition in 2-3 years. But for this we need support from anyone that can help the rock movement. We are not so many, we are less and less, but let's stick together, because together we are stronger. So again, big applause for all the audience. And now on the stage it will be a band that has a man that at some moment changed a little bit my perspective of listening music. When I heard for the first time Wish Banash, I was 15 or 16. It was the Live Dates first volume from 1973, and I say, oh, that's different from what I listened before, like Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Uriah Heep, and so other giants. And now I'm literally honored to invite you on stage, Martin Turner ex Whiplash.
judgment comes. A checkerboard of nights and days. Man will die, man be saved. The sky will fall, the earth will pray when judgment comes to claim its day. See the word of the prophet on the stone of his hand. Poison pen, revelation, just a sign in the sand. Nights and days, man will die, man be saved. The sky will fall, the earth will pray when judgment comes to claim its day. The prophet on the stone of his hand. Poison pen, revelation, just a sign in the sand. Good evening, everyone. It's good to be here. Yay! And that little tune was from the Argus album that was released in 1790. And now we're going to play you a tune that this band wrote. Misha, Danny, Tim, myself, we wrote this song a few years ago, and it's called Written in the Stars. The sun and the moon are powering our story. The passing of time in the wonder realm of space. With all love ignites celestial power and glory. Through waves of history ever gathering pace. A wizard channeling from above to make music explode across the universe. The depth of this energy darker than a demon. We cannot deny the word that shouts to the verse. Controlling from afar, writing the story of who and what we are. Was it all prearranged right from the very start? Written in the stars like a cosmic work of art. The sacred truth of life, painted so bright throughout the earth and sky. Some would say that we're only survivors from Mars, but the truth is written in the stars. Mark, could you turn Metallica off in my ears, please? Thank you.
All right, you're going to continue with a tune that is from the There's the Rub album, the one you were holding up a minute ago. This is called The Lady J.
Why are you missing
Oh, I missed one. Hang on. No, we're going to do this one. Now, when Misha joined the band, we played him this next song, and he said, "Oh, I know this. I know this song. What is it?"
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Yeah, sure. This is the original version. It's called Front Page News. Years, welcome me home with my name and lights. Took me by the hand, shook away my fear, brought back the memory of those earlier years. Everybody's talking, front page news. Gotta help you get up, get rid of your blues. Cheating the devil or whatever you choose. Even if you got nothing, you got something to lose. You got Rosetta eating out of your hand. Got the answer if you got the time. Can't go on forever in a lotus land. Don't end up doing one night stand. Everybody's talking, front page news. I gotta help you get up, get rid of your blues. Cheating the devil or whatever you choose. Even if you got nothing more, you got something to lose. Sometime I what the fortune teller say, but now I know that I'm in love with you, kid. Everybody's talking, front page news. Gotta help you get up and get rid of your blues. Cheating the devil or whatever you choose. Even if you got nothing, boy, you got something to lose. Everybody's talking, front page news. Everybody's talking,
front page news. Everybody's talking front page news. Everybody's talking front page news.
Front page news, and now, Lady J from the Des Rebel.
When I cry, listen to my song. So Jay, my lovely lady, to the earth she did belong. I a country sir, loved her all my life, but the man who laid his bright young son couldn't take her for his wife. Under forest branches she came to me, until the day she cried aloud, a father I should be. That was the last time that we met. I never saw her again, for she took her life on Princetown Mall to save my worthy name. she found death's open arms and lay in their embrace. I watched as icy fingers clawed her lovely face. Now I stumble through the mist to where they laid her in her grave. And daily I remember the flowers for my Jane. Far beyond this land, I will take your hand. The spirit of our love will live forever. Far beyond the clouds, we will laugh aloud. The spirit of our love will live again.
Okay. Whee! Okay, we're going to play a tune from Wishbone Ash's very, very first album. Like I said, released in 1790. And it's interesting because the band we had in the 1960s, that kind of faded away. And we're already working on this song. And then gradually, the new band with Andy Powell and Ted Turner and Steve Upton and myself, we got going. And we used this song as a kind of trademark, it became. And it reminds me of a bird that is going up into the air from the fire. rise high from the cinders. Leave it all far behind, all the ruins and the fire. Raise your head from the ashes. Many, many lay dead. You can see them like I. us tune then, yeah? All right. For all those men that are fighting in Ukraine and all over the rest of the world. This is for them. This is Warrior. I'm leaving to search for something new. Leaving everything I ever knew. 100 years in the sunshine hasn't taught me all I need to know. The valley, we will gather there, helpless in our surrender. Tomorrow, the cloud becomes the sun, make us stronger in our danger. Pass away, yet time will guide our secret. I'll return again to fight another day. I have to be a warrior, a slave I couldn't be, a soldier and a conqueror, fighting to be free. I have to be a warrior, a slave I couldn't be, a soldier and a conqueror, fighting to be free.
fighting to be free. A slave I couldn't be, a soldier and a conqueror, fighting to be free.
Throw down the sword, the fight is done and over. Neither lost, neither won. To cast away the fury of the battle and turn my weary eyes for home.
There were times when I stood at death's own door, only hoping for an answer. Throw down the sword and leave the glory. A starry time can never change. To walk the road, the load I have to carry. A journey's end, a wounded soul. There were times when I stood at death's own door, only searching for an answer.
I call them the Harmony Twinkle Twins. Danny and Misha. Yeah. Wee-ha. Oh, we're going to play you an instrumental now. An instrumental. Hey, hey.
What's that for? Is that to throw into the audience? Throw it out.
Show us our...
Oh, it's Martin.
Show us your tits.
Oh, is that for me? Another one.
Give it to me.
Oh, very lovely. I will treasure it.
Dacă era roșu, era de la PSD și nu mergea. Acum e de la Audi,
Acum e de la Audi, mai rău.
Au.
Okay, so this is an instrumental that we recorded when we were absolutely out of our boxes. Crazy. So yeah, it's an instrumental, as I said, and with the emphasis on mental. So here we go.
And featuring Martin Turner on bass, of course.
And now we're going to play you a song from the Argus album. I actually wrote the lyrics for this song before Wishbone Ash, back in the late 60s, when I met a Swedish girl, a lady from Sweden. And one day I took her for a ride up onto the hills in the van that belongs to our band. And we sat there. It was very difficult to communicate because I couldn't speak Swedish and she couldn't speak English. But in the end, I mean, we were very young and inexperienced. And in the end, I said to her, do you mind if I kiss you? And what did she say, Misha?
You can try.
She didn't actually speak in that.
Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she
in
did.
that Transylvanian
Precious.
voice. No, she said, you can try. And I put that in the song. I put that lyric in the song. So we're going to play this for you now. So if you know the tune, this is called Blowing Free. Please sing along and dance, wiggle your tush. Here we go, Blowing Free. Yeah.
Seen her hair was golden brown, blowing free like a cornfield. She was far away. I find it hard to reach her. She told me you can try, but it's impossible to find her. In my dreams, everything was alright. In your schemes, you can only try.
seen her. Her hair was golden brown, yeah, 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 rolling free like a cornfield. Come on, oh yeah. Okay. I think we got time for one or two more. Yeah. Where's the boss? Anyway, listen, we're going to play you this tune. This is from Wishbone 4, and it was written about another girl that we met back in the '60s. She was crazy bird, but we liked her. And she had been, as we got to know, she had been a very successful model in London. She'd been on all the glossy magazines on the front page, and she was a good-looking girl, and she was earning lots of money. Where's the bad bit? She had got a taste for Class A drugs. Yeah. Heroin and amphetamine and all that jazz. So she had been sent down to our little sleepy seaside town to get better, to get some fresh air and some sunshine and get herself well again. So over the next couple of years, she taught my brother and I all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And in the end, we wrote this song for her, in her honor. I'll try and sing it as though I were her, okay? Yeah, so you can call me Martina. So here we go, this is Doctor. Please, I'm laying on the floor. I need a shot of something like you gave me once before. I'll send my little messenger, he bring the money to you. Slowly make his way back home. There'll be no horror show today. My friends and me will be up again. Your every need, you
you won't feel so empty. In my web, oh, I'll bet your life you take before you're 30. Yeah. Now, doctor, can you help me, please? I trust you like my mum. You know that you won't stop me turning all the whole world on. You know I'll always come to you when everything goes wrong. You pick me up, don't let me go down to the horror show today. My friends and me with you, get away. If I feed your every need, then you won't feel so empty. In my way, oh, I'll bet your life you'll take before you're 30. I'm laying on the floor. I need a shot of something like you gave me once before. I send my little messenger, he bring the money to you. Slowly make his way back home. There'll be no horror show today. My friends will be with you. Get away. Your every need, then you won't feel so empty. In my way, I'll bet your life you'll take before you're 30. But you gotta sing. Yeah, you gotta sing on this one. Okay, here we go.
your face no longer shines. Wondering why your face no longer shines. Wondering why you're always on my mind. Maybe I'm still wondering. Give me a little more time. I need to know why I can't see your tears. I need to know why I can't see your tears. Need to know how many lonesome years I wanna make you cast away your fears. Oh, baby. Okay, you want to sing? Here we go. Well, hey, ho. Well, hey, ho, ho. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Jaggedy boo, jiggity bop, jiggity boggity, biggity doggity, diggity doggity, 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 Yay! Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, we reached that time of the day where we need to say a few thank yous. Okay, so first of all, we'd like to say a big thank you to the guys on the sound, on the lights, and working on the stage. Big hand for them. And a big thank you to the guys that put this whole shebang together. That's Tolly and Yasmina and Catalina. All of them done a wonderful job for us. Yay! A big thank you to the bands that played earlier this evening. Yeah. Okay, and I just want to introduce everyone up here to you. Over here, all the way from Serbia, Misha Nikolic.
That's his mum.
In the back there on the drums, that's Tiny Tim Brown. Yeah. Not so tiny, huh? And over here, this cheeky little face belongs to Danny Wilson. Yeah. Danny has been with me for many, many years. He feels almost like a son. And when I think back to the 1970s, he could be a son.
Thank you, Dad. Ooh. Thank you, Martin. What about this man in the middle? One of the greatest bass players of all time. What a songwriter. What a fashion icon. Fantastic clothes. He's a legend. Martin Turner!
Thank you, darlings. Thank you very much, and thank you for being the heart and soul of rock and roll in Buzău. Oh, how you burn. Okay, so just a cautionary tale. A cautionary tale. You mustn't. It's bad to drive home too fast. Okay, in your car. So when you go home, please go gently. A friend of mine in England, he was going home from a gig with his wife, and they got stopped by a cop. And he said, "I stopped you, sir, because the back of your vehicle, you've got a light out." And he said, "Really, officer? I don't think so." And his wife said, "Yes, you do. I told you last week." So the cop says, "Let me see your license, sir." So he gets his license, he looks at it, he says, "This license is 3 months out of date." And the wife says, "Yeah, I told you about that as well." And he's starting to feel really cornered. Yeah, and he says, "Look, just let me deal with this, okay? Just shut up and let me deal with this." And the cop says to the wife, he says, "Does he always speak to you aggressively like that, madam?" And she said, "No, not really. Only when he's been drinking." So be careful. Last verse. We're gonna sing the last verse, yeah? One, two, 3. Wondering why your face no longer shines. Wondering why your face no longer shines. Wondering why you're always on my mind. I'm still wondering. Give me a little more time, yeah. Okay, Daddy's going to sing this one for you. This is one of Laurie Wisefield's songs. It's called You See Red.
When a day's work is done and you're down on the ground, you'll come home just to find that she's not around. You see red when she takes you for a fool. You see red, read the writing on the wall. What you give's what you get when it comes to loving. If you lie, make her cry, she will leave you alone. You see red when she takes you for a fool. You see red, read the writing on the wall. Woo. So you drink your gin and drown your sorrows. Don't expect no tomorrow, 'cause wasted away ain't no way to say that you're sorry for what you have done. Work is done and you're down on the ground. You see red, you see red
when she takes you for a fool.
You see red, you see red.
Read the writing on the wall.
You see red, you see red. You see red, you see red.
Danny singing here and Tim Brown on the drums. Met a man who felt the same way. That the world had passed him by. Told to me are his troubles. That the world had made him cry. Life had kept him waiting, regretting his pain inside. He had to feel underrated and hated besides. Life had kept him waiting, regretting his shame inside. He had to feel
Underrated
and hated besides. Sometime world pass me by again. Carry you, carry me away. Sometime world pass me by again. Carry you, carry me away. Sometime world pass me by again. Carry you, carry me away. Sometime will pass me by again. Carry you, carry me. Yeah. Sometime will pass me by again. Carry you, carry me.
ever said. Turn a blind eye to everything I ever did. Oh yeah. You did worry when I called your telephone. Didn't worry, baby. You just can try to roam around. Yeah. Telephone. Didn't worry, baby. You just can try to roam around. Whoa. Said, turn a blind eye to everything I ever did. Oh yeah.
That's it, baby. That's it, baby. Thank you. Thank you, audience. Thank you, bands. Thank you. sound team. A big applause for the sound team. They did a great job. They were heroes. Tomorrow we start the same